The Emperor has been expecting you.
Hello Star Comrades, this is Typical Russian Guy. To notify yourself about new videos on my channel right in the moment they are published, just press that bell near the subscribe button. Okay, so I've recently started to listen for a new canon Star Wars audiobook called Catalyst. And yes, I would like to recommend you to either read or listen for that novel, because it is one of those few books from the new canon which don't cause a geek reflex, unlike for example the Ahsoka book, Catalyst tells us about the youth of Galen Erso, the father of the main heroine of an upcoming film from the Star Wars universe called The Rogue One. The action of the book takes place during the Clone Wars, in an age when Palpatine was still a Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic. I believe that is not a secret that in his youth, Galen Erso was an independent engineer who, while being a Republic patriot, however, thought of himself as a pacifist. Less than a year before the Battle of Geonosis, he and his wife were captured by the Separatists and then freed by Orson Krennic, a man who, by the way, is going to be the main antagonist in a new Star Wars movie. However, that, of course, wasn't the most interesting detail of the film. The most interesting moment, in my opinion, was the moment when the secret of when and where the Death Star was started to build was revealed. Let me remind you of a fact that in the third episode of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Tarkin, Vader and Palpatine were gazing upon the Death Star in the early moments of its construction. I had always wondered how could the Empire build such an enormous structure over a limited period of time. I found it illogical that someone can build even a frame of such an object so fast. But thanks to James Luceno and his book Catalyst, such a mystery was revealed. It turns out that the construction of the Death Star wasn't initiated in the end of the third episode of Star Wars. The DS project was launched in the beginning of the Clone Wars, weeks after the famous Geonosis battle. And mentioning Geonosis, I think every Star Wars fan noticed those red Death Star plans in the end of the Attack of the Clones during the conversation between Dooku and the Geonosian King Poggle the Lesser. I haven't yet finished listening for the audiobook, so I can't say if the Separatists also initiated the construction of their Death Star or not, but right in the beginning of the book we can hear Palpatine telling his entourage about the necessity of building the station upon which Tarkin will base his famous Tarkin Doctrine. So that's it. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to know your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter and Reddit if you want to see more videos of this kind. Also, leave a like to help my channel develop, please. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you, always.